What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Netflix review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new prequel releasing on Netflix this Friday, and that is Army of Thieves. This film is the prequel to Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead film, which came out earlier this year, and the film is directed by the actor who plays the lead character Sebastian in the film. A prequel set before the events of Army of the Dead, which focuses on German safecracker Ludwig Dieter leading a group of aspiring thieves on a top-secret heist during the early stages of the zombie apocalypse. Now, I really enjoyed Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead film earlier this year. I thought it was a really fun zombie apocalypse film, and it introduced this new franchise for Zack Snyder. Now, Zack Snyder didn't direct this film. It is directed by the actor who played Sebastian in Army of the Dead, and in this film, it's pretty much telling it from his perspective. The safecracker who we saw in Army of the Dead, this is a prequel all about him. And that's a thing to note going into this film. This movie isn't about the zombie apocalypse. Like, Army of the Dead was about the zombie apocalypse. This one is not about it at all. It's pretty much before the start of it. It's this heist film, bank robbery film. Now, am I crazy to say I actually enjoyed this film more than Army of the Dead? Because I kind of did. I thought this movie was a blast. I really enjoyed watching it. And seeing the perspective of a character that didn't really grab my attention in Army of the Dead, because it seemed like such a weird idea. Like, why would you make a prequel all about the safe cracker in the first film? But no, I actually kind of enjoyed this movie. I'm not going to try to pronounce the lead actor's name, but I thought he was fantastic in here. I really enjoyed his character, Sebastian, in here. You get to see his life pretty much. He has this very boring, miserable life with him working as a bank teller. And then he comes across Nathalia Emmanuel, who you may know from Game of Thrones. Her character pretty much is this top secret A criminal and recruits him to join their team. And they're going to commit a bunch of heists. And he has to crack a bunch of the biggest safes in the world. But I really liked his chemistry with Nathalie Emmanuel in here. And I thought she was great as well. They have that great back and forth with each other. And those little love interests in there. And I thought her character was great. And it kind of fit her character as well. And just the heists involved in here were really fun to watch. I always am enjoying watching this guy crack open these safes, and he always adds these nice stories as he's doing them about the guy who created these safes, and it's just really entertaining to watch. And it's also pulse pounding as well, because there are mistakes that can happen in this film, and the police are on to them, and whenever it's cutting back and forth with the safe as well as the police chasing them, it got pretty intense. Like, you could feel it with the pacing, and that's how well the pacing is in this movie. It keeps audience members entertained. At least it kept me entertained. But I just really just enjoyed the tempo of how the movie went. It's a very fun heist film. They're breaking into these safes, getting this money, and then going. And that's pretty much what Army of the Dead was. It was this mission. They were going to crack open a safe, and they get a bunch of money. And I actually really enjoyed the emotional moments that do go down in the film, especially towards the third act. And it pretty much leads to what we anticipate with a movie like this. Of course, it is a prequel. And the way they tie things up that we have seen from the Army of the Dead film, as well as the conflict, the end and resolution of the film, I thought made sense. And I had to go back and watch some scenes from Army of the Dead to see what happened and how this film connects to that film. And it makes sense, in all honesty. Now, it's not a perfect movie. I think the issues I did have with the film is this jackass character that is part of the team. He's pretty much that cliche asshole guy that's the boyfriend, and then gets rejected, doesn't get what he wants. And I found his character to be annoying, and I wanted more as well from this driver character that's part of the team, as well as the villain policeman in this movie. He's has these over-the-top lines of trying to capture our team. I felt was kind of unnecessary. I definitely wanted more of the 3 lead squad members with Sebastian, Natalia, Emmanuel, and the other girl in here. And I think the film definitely challenges your mind and questions things at times, because you have to go back and watch the original Army of the Dead to see, wait, what happened in that movie? And that's kind of what I had to do. After I watched this film, I watched some scenes in Army of the Dead to see, wait, why does this not make sense? Alright, I guess it kind of makes sense why they did this. So it definitely makes you have to go and do some research. I kind of find those things annoying in prequels, how you have to go and watch the original film and this one to kind of pick your brain and see what parts make sense. Like, what I'm trying to say is some things don't make sense in here, but if you watch the original film, then it'll make sense. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Army of Thieves, this is your guys' first time checking out the channel, and you enjoyed my thoughts on this movie, definitely hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button for more reviews, reactions, as well as live Q&As. I talk movies all the time here. You're going to want to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on future content. Army of Thieves was definitely a fun time for sure. It's a fun heist movie in the way I did not expect it to, about safecracking. So if you're into those types of movies, you'll definitely enjoy this film. I definitely enjoyed it slightly more than Army of the Dead. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Army of Thieves a B. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Army of Thieves. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. All my social media links are in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.